Hey y'all, thank you for tuning in. My name is Ayoka and I'm getting ready to bring you guys a divine masculine reading for the air signs. Alright, so this is gonna be just general overall energy that I want to pick up on just to see, how everything's flowing for you guys, to see where you're at in your twin flame journey and some other stuff. Wherever spirit feels led to lead, that's where I'm going. Alright, so keep in mind this is a general reading for what? Air signs, divine masculines, twin flames. Alright. So everything in it might not resonate with you. Take what you need, leave what you don't need. Okay, pick up on past, present, future energy. So everything in this message, like I said, it just might not connect, right? But if it doesn't fit, don't force it. However, I can tell you that everyone who taps into my channel, my spirit guides do pick up on your energy. So even if the whole story isn't yours, a part of it will resonate with you. All right. But I definitely need you to stay in a positive mindset. Now, on top of that, what else I gotta tell you guys? It's like right at the tip of my tongue, but I just can't seem to remember at the moment, but it'll come back to me. So however though, I want to set my intentions so that we can all be on the same page collectively. And I'm going to put my hand in my little salt bowl because I have been kind of reading a whole lot today. I won't be reading this weekend, so I'm trying to get in as many videos as possible. I think this weekend I'm hoping I'll be able to be back by next week. But however, thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, my angelic guides, for helping me with this reading for my divine masculines who are air signs. I ask that you close the gates to anything that's not in alignment with the divine's will and protect us as we go through the gates to commune with you. I also ask that you protect me from any negative energies that are being projected towards me or any psychic attacks. Please close the gates of communication to anyone who's not in alignment with me or in alignment with the purpose of the Lightworkers Society. Thank you so much for using me as the messenger, and so it is. Alright, you guys, I got these new decks, so I've been eager to use them. This is why I've probably been over recording today, but I like them, so yeah. It's like, okay, let's do some more. Alright, you guys, so let's get started. Thank you, my spirit guys. What is the message? The overall message to start the foundation of this reading for divine masculines who are air signs. Thank you. Okay. So I pretty much will shuffle until I get a card to jump out. Hopefully Spirit does have a message for us. Yes. All right. So the first card that came out for the divine masculines are the air signs. All right. I know I keep reiterating it, right? Sometimes we tend to forget, and I also put it in the title. But however, the card that came out was the Two of Wands. All right. So in this deck, it's the Two of Wands, right? This usually would be the Two of Cups, I guess, in traditional tarot. But however, it's talking about the divine masculine is going to be taking the next step. All right. So they're going to decide to make this very bold and ambitious choice, right? Because they do actually see that the divine feminine is someone who shares the same dream as them, that's going in the same direction. I mean, even as I'm looking at this card, it's like both masculines on here. I mean, one of them could be the feminine energy, but both of the people on this card are facing in the same direction, right, with the world in their hand. So they definitely have the same vision, they share the same dreams, and they can help each other expand, especially when it comes to their plans, right? Now, this divine masculine is definitely going to make this decision to continue to move forward with the divine feminine. Okay? All right, thank you, Spirit. Tell us more about this next step here. The Empress. So you jump right out. That's dope, right? I don't know if you guys can see it because the light is terrible. But the Empress is here. So they're going to be taking some action. Okay, they're going to be taking some action. You are definitely, they see you as being very abundant and very prosperous. I can't get the words out. Abundant and prosperous. Okay, so they do see this could be a very successful situation. Why? Because you are the Empress. Like, you were very nurturing, you're very supportive, and you're very caring on top of that. So you will not only support your divine masculine, you'll support, the whole union itself, right? And still be able to be on your own bullshit, right? Is what I'm picking up. But you guys are definitely going to birth something new. together. Thank you. Tell us more about this Two of Wands and this Empress, please. I'm looking at the pictures, right, to make sure I'm getting all the details that I can get out of this to see where it's leading me. Thank you. Tell us more about this Two of Wands and this Empress card, please. Thank you. So, I got this Seven of... What would this be? I'm like 7 of flowers? I don't know. Because it's 7 flowers, right? But the number 7 is on here. So the number 7 really talks about completion, okay? So you guys have planted a seed, okay? Empress, you have planted a seed. Now, this is the point where you're getting ready to see the investments. You guys are going to be rewarded greatly, especially when it comes to your future endeavors. You're just going to need a little bit of patience. This is a time where you guys get into this energy of resting and planning, okay? Because once you get to that point, it's going to take off. These seeds are going to bring a harvest for you guys, okay? So don't worry. There's a lot of unnecessary worry that is taking place. Also on this card is a cardinal. So that's definitely, I don't know if that's for someone, but a cardinal, it's a bird that you probably could connect to. And yeah, that represents confirmation of something that you've been asking for. Okay, that also cardinals do carry the energies of our ancestors, right? Now, just know that these flowers will actually bloom. Just be patient. It's going to require some patience. It will lead up to this where the divine masculine will take this next step. But this flowers, I'm telling you, everything is going to take root. Because the time, what I'm getting and I'm hearing is the time is now. And you've been worrying about the outcome. So don't worry about the outcome, divine femme. Okay, because this is going to be completed. Now, I have the 5 of Swords, the 6 of Swords. Okay. I'm going to redo these. Because that definitely, it'll come back out if it's supposed to be that way. Tell us more, please. I have here the 3 of Cups. Okay, so what is taking place? This card is about celebrating. So it seems to be it's going to be something to celebrate. You guys will be able to celebrate this because it's going to be a joyful announcement that could be coming forward, which literally leads to an engagement. So some body's divine masculine will probably end up proposing. This could lead to weddings, pregnancies, or even graduations. But however it is, it's something where there will be a time to celebrate within this connection, right? Now, especially with people you are close to and certain chosen family members, where you're going to all come together and gather in this. Thank you, Spirit. Can you elaborate on this 3 of Cups here? Yeah, the Dreamer card has came out. This is going to lead to a new start. So literally just trust yourself, divine masculine. You won't have to push your fears to the side, is what I'm getting, because you are definitely fearful. But push those fears to the side and take a leap of faith. You won't be discontent, okay? Don't fear union. Don't fear taking this step because it will definitely blossom and it's going to be very successful is what I'm getting. So just take action, right? Because it's going to bring abundance. It's going to bring prosperity. So I'm definitely feeling 10 of Pentacles energy here. The 10 of Pentacles is like everything that you desire. Down from your money, your emotional stability, your love, your family. All the way into retirement. Thank you, Spirit. So, it's time to get to work. Because there's an excellent opportunity here. It's presenting itself. Like, this is the perfect opportunity, divine masculine. Here, this is about you becoming, or overcoming whatever those lessons were from the past, whatever that you had to deal with that you needed to learn, okay, from your life, from your situations, even from within this connection. This is a time where you're going to be able to be cheerful because what? you have done the work, right? Your person has done the work. And this brings about happy news, especially when it comes to your career. So this is lining you up. Your career is I'm seeing careers, I'm seeing promotions. However it is, it's something you're probably even in school, or maybe you graduated already, because it's something where this lady is here. I didn't even get to show you guys the card. It's a scholarly card, but it's pretty much like they're there. This lady is here learning. Even Divine Femme, I'm getting the same energy being picked up here. You're going to see something. Some happy news is going to come to you in regards to this. Even some of you may be taking on a new area of study as well. It's time to get to work, right? This is why Spirit is saying, what? You got to take this time right now to rest and plan, because it's getting ready to get very busy for you. But on top of that, it's going to bring the abundance that you have been desiring for yourself. Now, here we go. I gotta look these up because I don't know what these P's and stuff is. I'm like, what do I call this card? The P? Like, what is this? I have a mermaid, and I have a dolphin, and I have the ocean, and then I have a cup, right? But the ocean usually represents something, someone's very sensitive, or usually water represents emotions, right? Now, this message is definitely regarding relationships. This is going to be an emotional experience for you guys, is what I'm picking up. Okay, so it's not a bad emotional experience, but it's going to be something where you guys are deeply connected. You're going to be very open and very sensitive with each other, right? Someone in the connection could be inexperienced when it comes to that, but it's still something that's going to be opened up to you guys. And the Divine Masculine is definitely going to, yeah, it's all leading back. It's something with a social event or some type of event that will be taking place, right? Because this is that Three of Cups energy is here too with the celebrations, right? So there's going to be a social invitation to some type of event coming up. Okay, so either, yeah, the Divine Masculine is in this energy of inviting this Divine Feminine. And on top of that, this is going to be a period of heightened psychic abilities as well. So, Divine Femme, you are definitely connecting. I'm getting and I'm feeling like you're definitely in your High Priestess energy too as well. Now, yep, the Lover's card has come out. Okay, so the Lover's card and the Chariot. These two cards I'm going to put together because they came out together. Alright, so the Lover's card is really just saying embrace this. Embrace this because this is true love and something deep. This is a very intimate friendship that the Divine Masculine has with their Divine Feminine is what I'm picking up. You're being guided to make these choices from your heart instead of using, logic and however it is. You know how sometimes we be just too much in our mind. I'm getting, get out of your head and get into your heart. Okay, and this is also leading to health. So if you're having some type of health, you're going to see that you're going to have some vibrant health and even some recovery that's going to be taking place here too, because Raphael, I think Archangel Raphael governs health, if I'm not mistaken. But that really leads to improving. Like the situation is definitely going to improve. And you do have an archangel that is there helping and supporting and guiding you into this connection. So Spirit is saying embrace it because the Chariot card is here, right? So the Divine Masculine is definitely going to be moving very quickly. It's going to be almost like magic I'm picking up. Like they're going to be moving very quickly because they're ready to bring balance to their life. They have so many different priorities and they're ready. They have the determination and the willpower to do this. The Chariot card leads to also public recognition. So with some things that they could be working on where they will be publicly recognized, or they want to have public recognition when it comes to this Lover's card. The Lover's card leads to what? Union, marriage, different things like that. So that is still coming out. So it could be something taking place where it could be something involving a higher level commitment. Maybe some type of engagement could be involved for some of you guys. I'm going to pull some Light Seers Tarot to elaborate. Okay, my Instagram fam. Catch me over on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you. Peace. Thank you, Spirit. Can you elaborate on this Chariot card? Thank you. It's already coming out. Okay, so with my Lycia tarot, it kind of tell us a good little story, right? But it's a good thing because what it does is it's telling everybody's story, from past, present to future. Now, I do have the Sun card here in the reverse position, right? So something definitely needs to be completed, but there was some blocked happiness, or maybe even some unrealistic expectation that might have took place within this connection, right? I'm getting that the divine masculine was really just in this energy where they were taking love for granted. Okay, then I got this Four of Wands card here in the upright position. Now, because of all of this, right, they're realizing there's so much joy and happiness that can be celebrated within this connection, right? It's better to have a positive approach, right? Because they can feel the optimism, or they can feel that this is a situation that would be a very happy and very successful one again, like they're feeling all the positivity that is coming from this. And even the Empress, you divine feminine, your positivity is so attractive to them. Being able to stay in that energy of being uplifted is what's drawing them in more and more, right? This relationship can definitely blossom into something else, even though there was, which it is, because the next card that's coming out is the Four of Wands, and that talks about having a very reliable foundation. Okay, this card leads to what? Again, celebrations and engagements. This card has come out twice, so there's definitely going to be something to celebrate about, something where it could lead to an engagement. This is something that's going to be very public to you guys. Now, the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles is here in the reverse position. So I'm definitely picking up, there's some unfinished work. The divine masculine has definitely been procrastinating, and there has been no results. But the reason why they have been procrastinating is because they're worried about giving up their own independence. So they stay guarded a lot. They stay guarded because they feel like, they won't be able to still move the way that they move normally. But the Empress is always in that Nine of Pentacles energy in the upright. The Empress is someone who's very independent and confident and self-sufficient, right? And once they're able to see that, then they'll know that giving up their independence is not an issue because the Empress is also independent, right? Now, the Page of Swords is here in the reverse position. This is why they are very scattered in their thinking when it comes to this. Probably even a little argumentative or defensive, if you might approach them about something that could make them feel intimidated about their independence. Literally. It just gets to this point where they fail to communicate clearly, and it starts to become more aggressive in their communication or insulting. Right? Now, thank you, Spirit. Tell us more about. So I got this Three of Cups here in the reverse position, and mind you, it came out in the upright position at first. Now, it's some gossip or something that's going on. I'm gonna find out what's happening, but pretty much this could involve a third party situation, but they're not clicking well with that third party situation. So whatever's happening there, it could be something that's going on with gossip, or even something that's scandal. Thank you. Tell us about this gossip. Thank you. So the Three of Swords is here in the reverse. Now, your person is healing from this. So this has probably already happened, or if they could be going through it now. Divine Masculine could be, if you tuned in Divine Masculine, you definitely are healing and forgiving. You're trying to recover, right? Because you're trying to go towards a reconciliation with the Divine Feminine. You want to be able to move on after all of this pain without even holding on to no resentment or anything. Okay, now some of you could definitely be holding on to some repressed hurt. Okay, so that has to be released. So let's see. Divine Femme, you coming through. You like, hey, we all the way here, right? This is dope. Okay, so this is your energy all day. I got a Queen of Pentacles, a High Priestess, and a Queen of Swords. So you embody all. I'm like, did the Empress come out here too? But you literally are in your Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay, so you like, I could be generous. I could be a homebody. I could be a business person. Yep, I can be a nurturer, I can be a homemaker, I can take care of my family. You know, you offer stability, you all that. And on top of that, you highly intuitive. You probably psychic too, right? You probably do a whole bunch of stuff when involving spirituality, and you tap into your intuition all the time. Like, you're just this person, right, that knows things. You know what's hitting. You sit back and you wait for it to come to surface, right? You offer this Ace of Pentacles. And this is where this movement is coming from. The Ace of Pentacles is really like, you have these resources because you embody all of these energies, literally. All of this leads to someone who's very steady, okay? Someone who will bring great abundance and opportunities. This is why this movement is coming in very fast towards the Divine Feminine, which is coming in as the Queen of Swords. So right now, yeah, you're definitely in your independent energy, right? You're definitely unbiased in your judgment, but on top of that, you are clear about your boundaries. And you're directing your communication. So it's one of these things where you're probably actually, speaking very directly. You're speaking exactly what it is that you feel and what you're thinking and what you don't want to do, right? Or what it is that you want. Okay, so you're not beating around the bush when it comes to your communication with the Divine Masculine at this time, right? You're being, literally, you have set your standards. It might be a little high, but at the same time, the Queen of Swords has gone through a lot of shit. Okay, and this is how you get into this energy. You start to get very protective of yourself and of your space, and you become very picky. But you're independent as hell. You value your own space. It's one of these things. This is why, for Divine Masculine, for you to be in this energy where you're scared you're going to lose your independence, it's like, no, this is not something that would take place there, because the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the High Priestess are not they're not clingy. And they have boundaries too, because they still, like their space. They value their space. But I have the page here of Pentacles in a reverse. So whatever is taking place, the Divine Masculine is still like in this non-committal energy. Okay? And the Seven of Wands is here. I'm getting that the Divine Feminine has stood her his or her ground. Okay, when it came to something was challenging you. Something is challenging your position, or was challenging your position. And this is what made you set your boundaries in this connection. All right? But you set your boundaries, but you still, there is something that's taking place where someone, either the Divine Masculine or the Divine Feminine, is literally really going to fight for the connection. Okay, and I'm also picking up that even there's some objections about this relationship, and that's another thing that's hindering the Divine Masculine to other people's opinions about this. They oppose this situation. It could be other suitors, it could be family members that really are not in agreement with this, and this is also, you see that as well. But I'm getting that they might possibly even protect you. So no matter what is coming at you, right? You got these wands that are coming at you. You're protected, Spirit is saying. When you look at this card, as long as you stay in your meditative state, right, and stay connected, and you got the bubble around you. Ain't nothing piercing through that. Three of Pentacles is here in a reverse position too as well, right? You guys had a lack of cohesion in this partnership. That's all. I'm going to call it a connection or relationship, however it is, Someone wasn't being a good teammate. And I know it's not the Divine Feminine. But however it was, it definitely was a lack of teamwork when it came to this. And the Hangman is here in the upright position. So somebody either makes too many sacrifices, or somebody wasn't making some sacrifices, but it was a lot of uncertainty here. And you guys could be even in this period of where the divine masculine is just indecisive right now, not really sure about what they want to do, so they're stalling. Okay, they're stalling, definitely. especially when it comes to offering you this Ace of Cups, because this is in the reverse. This is offering you the love. So some of them could have been or are being very cold, very empty. They're not really connecting to their emotions at the moment, right? Some of you guys could definitely be in separation. And I'm also getting that the divine femme was probably being vulnerable about something, right? But whatever took place, it caused a rift in this Ace of Cups. And someone went into the hermit mode. Okay? The hermit mode definitely represents earth signs. So your person could be an earth sign or Virgo. The hermit card really represents a Virgo. But there was some self-reflection, okay? And your person, the Empress, the divine femme, definitely withdrew their energy. Just took a minute to just really have to pause, so that, because I'm getting that the divine femme needed some insight. Literally tried to really figure out what's going on with them. You know, why are they feeling the way that they're feeling? Why are they triggered? Whatever that was taking place there, right? So that they could release this and change this situation. And because of that, you know, them going into this hermit mode, it really brought about some more positive changes within this connection. I'm definitely seeing improvement. Okay, you guys will definitely overcome whatever these adversities are that you are having. Spirit is saying there will be positive changes. I have the Queen of Cups here in a reverse position. So this Queen of Cups is usually someone who gives too much. And that's probably the energy that the Divine Feminine could have been holding, where they were just being too giving of themselves, or even being overly emotional. This card could also represent another person. So Divine Masculine, you could be connected to somebody who is a codependent partner. Okay, someone who could be insecure, very needy, right? But here I'm getting the Seven of Cups in reverse. And this card is like, you know, you're confused. You avoid making this decision because you don't know who to choose. You're stuck between who you should choose, right? But do not allow lust or infatuation to guide you, because you're going to pass up a divine feminine for someone who operates in their lower self. You know, insecure and needy. This is what causes a lot of your stagnation. The Death of Rebirth card is here in the upright position. This is about cycles of transformation. There has to be a rebirth. There needs to be some changes, right? New beliefs need to come about. But I'm getting that there's going to be an ending. Thank you. Tell me more about this. And when this ending happens, then you will be able to get to your Nine of Cups. Someone's been clinging on to the past for way too long, right? Fearing of changing, which is the Divine Masculine. Fears to change because the Divine Feminine is normally usually ready, right? They could be feeling hopeless when it comes to love because of so much trauma that they experience through love. A lot of toxic energy I'm picking up that's surrounding their previous love connections. But when this cycle comes to an end and this change happens, then you got the Nine of Cups. You got your wishes fulfilled. This is something where the Divine Masculine will literally be able to appreciate their love life. They're coming in as the King of Wands. So they're being courageous. They're ready to get some things done. They're ready to really move forward. Okay, they show up. They're showing up. They're going to show up and really be planning. And it's still like I don't know about the commitment thing yet, right? But they know this Five of Swords energy here. They know that, yeah, I'm tired of the disputes. I'm tired of arguing, right? Because there's a lot of tension and there's a lot of conflict going on around them. There's no resolutions, right? It's like when you stay in this stuck energy, that's what you're going to get, because judgment has to be made. Eventually, the universe is not going to allow, you know, things to stay stagnant, especially when you're dealing with a divine energy. And that's what's going to end up happening, because the divine masculine is definitely coming out with the Seven of Swords energy in reverse. So some truth is going to come about. Something's going to be revealed. Okay, so the divine masculine can definitely come out and confess something, but all of that sneakiness or deception that they were in, that energy is shifting. Okay, so they definitely know, like this world card is here in the reverse, that there's a lack of closure. So you guys definitely did end at some point. Something happened that could have caused a disconnect or imbalance within the connection, right? So they know that it needs to be some closure there. They feel incomplete without you. It's almost as if something's missing in their life. And now they're ready to really give. Six of Pentacles is here. They're ready to be generous when it comes to this connection. And they're ready to share. And they weren't being, good teammates previously before, right? Yep, 10 of Wands in reverse. Just confirmed what I said. They weren't working as a team. It's like divine family, you were really literally putting all into the connection almost. You were over giving, right? This caused a breakdown. But some balance came there because I have the Temperance card here. So that is what brought change. This balance had came. Your divine masculine ended up just having a clear vision. Even you, divine femme, you just knew. You're like, you know what? I know what I want to achieve, and this is not it. The divine masculine is definitely being careful and very considerate when it comes to this love, right? They're trying to be. This is what this Temperance is bringing. But they're still coming in still with this Knight of Pentacles in a reverse energy, and this Page of Wands in a reverse energy. Okay, so they could be very, like they might work a lot, put a lot of their energy back into their career, working, making money, things like that. And it causes them to be very neglectful when it comes to this connection. Because a lot of times when they do get that available time, it's like they'd rather be alone, right? This is what makes you impatient, divine femme. But this is why they really fail to commit, because they juggle. They got too much going on, right? And it makes them unreliable, and sometimes an unreliable lover when it comes to putting back into you guys' connection. As far as emotionally is what I'm getting. And even sometimes in some case time. Thank you. The Sun card has just jumped out. So this is going to be a time of great joy, you guys. Let me show you. Alright, so you're definitely going to be able to really celebrate, for real. That's going to be an epiphany. Tell us about this epiphany, please. Spirit is saying that whatever these plans are that the divine masculine has, it's going to work out perfectly. Make sure that you show your gratification, your gratitude towards the divine, to source, to the universe, however it resonates for you. Make sure you show your appreciation. Okay? The justice will be served. Just really stand up for what you believe and try to see all sides of your situation. So whatever, if you did have a situation, try to see all sides of it, right? As long as you're in your integrity, you'll win. Oh, these Eight of Wands is coming, moving fast. And this is what it was about. Divine masculine just has way too much going on, right? You got a lot of stress. But it's because you got a lot of opportunities. Majority of them are positive opportunities. But it's like you got a lot of stress surrounding those opportunities because, you're trying to obtain those. But something unexpected is going to happen. And it's going to bring a lot of change. Rapid change. It's going to move quick. And good thing you have this ability to multitask, right? Some of you might be traveling for business too. But I do have you coming in as a knight. But you're still in a night energy, which it takes time, right? But in this night energy, you're still loyal, you're dedicated, you're protective. you like to make your plans right before you take action. The night moves pretty, they move in quick, but this is a good thing, is that you are in a planning energy. You plan and then you move. Just paying attention to the details, waiting for the perfect timing. You see how this night is just here, just like waiting, planning, executing, like, very patient. Very patient. It's like no rush for them. But it's a guardian angel watching over you guys' connection. Okay, so I'm thinking this is the Six of Cups or Six of Pentacles. This is the Six of Pentacles because we got coins on here. So the good is going to come back to you. It's going to be an unexpected flow of abundance coming in, right? So make sure that you stay good when it comes to your finances, paying off debt. Don't borrow, or at least borrow wisely, and share. Make sure you are giving of your wealth, because you're going to get an influx of it and it's going to overflow, right? You're going to have to break the chains from this ego, divine masculine, because you feel like you're going to be trapped. That's your mind. That's your ego. That's telling you that. That's ego-based thinking. You see how the chains are breaking off? Free yourself from that, because illusion is a lies, right? Accept the responsibility for this situation and then make your choice. If you love your divine femme and you do see a future, and make your choice. Accept it. Accept how you feel. You won't be trapped. You're dealing with someone who is who operates in their higher self. Okay, so you'll be supported on your path. There's some addictions or some unhealthy habits that are here too as well. So make sure, I'm telling you, get into alignment, or get out of your head, right? And get into your heart. The ego-based thinking is what leads a lot of us into the wrong direction. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, we don't want to talk about the karmic, not right now. This is about the divine masculine. Sorry. Karmic has not showed up in this reading. Yep, you guys are definitely in separation. So in separation just could be like, literally have broken up and not together. In separation could be in communication, but just not in a union. They're saying, I want you in my life. They hide their true feelings. So the divine masculine is definitely hiding their true feelings, but they want you there. They need to talk to you too. And I wasn't expecting to fall in love with you. So no way in hell did they see you as being someone they were going to fall in love with. So they got something they need to tell you. What do they need to talk about? The partnership. Two of Michaels. So this is what they want to talk about. They made a decision. Or they're trying to make a decision. And this is what they're trying to do. They want to talk to you about this, to find a compromise when it comes to this connection. Because they could be definitely over-analyzing this. And Spirit is saying, just make the decision. It'll be better if you do. Everything will flow easily. Holding on to all of this fear-based energy. For what? Some people just fear the worst, right? You will get this new beginning. The will is here. It will be completed, right? This delays, all of this delays that's happening is getting ready to end. And it's bringing a change of direction. And that change of direction is offering happiness, honeys. Alright? Thank you. What are some of these nice little love messages? Alright, so I do have the Ace of Wands. This card is about union. So the union is definitely coming. Your person watches you when you sleep. This is a very, very sensual relationship I'm also picking up. But they admire you. It really is truly some real feelings here. This is love. This person is in love with you. And they hide it. So, Divine Femme, you coming in as the High Priestess. You already know, don't you? So the stars also came out. So the stars is like they have hope. They definitely have hope when it comes to this connection. Let me show you the card. I want to see something real quick, you guys. 1 second. So, yep, it's about attraction as well. So, it's like they're attracted to you, period. Like, no matter what you do, that attraction is there. It's so odd. Like, you can just literally just be sitting there, but the attraction is so strong between you guys. Now, everything else will come spontaneously. It's like, even though sometimes the invitations that you get from them is only about love, you know, sex, right? Everything else is going to just come. It's going to start to flow. What I'm getting spontaneously. It's just that they have a very strong attraction to you. It's almost like magic, they feel like. Like, why the freak is this something being done here? Why am I so enticed by my person? Or why do I feel like I crave them? I guess that's not a bad thing. Like, shoot, we talking about long term. Can it be like, you know, that same type of attraction forever? But the Knight of Swords is here as well. So make sure you guys just constantly take and recreate with each other, right? You know, because the passion is there. The love is there. The attraction is there. All you have to do is just continue to put those ideas in with your person. Do things that are different, right? To keep that love flowing, that the sex interesting. Okay? It's okay to put that sword down sometimes. Pull out that wand. Put some magic in it. And then I have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, you know, still in traditional tarot is talking about, you know, that independence and stuff like that. But I want to look this one up too, because he's cutting off a lock of her hair. What is that referencing? So we got the Nine of Pentacles. Hold on. I keep skipping over the Pentacles for some odd reason. The Wands. The Pentacles. Alright, so this is something where two people nourish each other. And this is what you do, especially through sex. It's like you nourish each other through sex. It's healing, is what I'm getting. It's like you feel complete when it comes to that. They thrive off of your energy also. Alright. I'm going to go to my Mystic Beast Twin Flame Conversations and Secrets. So, y'all see that? So, union. Alright, Divine Masculines. This is what's on your mind. This is what you're going to get. This is the end result. Union. Y'all stalking. Y'all is just watching your person, huh? Let me find out. Hold on. This is the Divine Masculine stalking, right? Let me find out who's Who's this stalking? Go to my other tarot real quick. What is this stalking about? Who's stalking? Who's this unknown person stalking? I got the conflict card here. Alright, so there's going to be some conflict. Why? Because someone's stalking you. Okay? This is a masculine energy, but it's a lower level energy. And because they're holding back on expressing their truth, they watch you. This is divine masculine energy all day. Instead, they come off as being rude or maybe even aggressive, but they watch you because they express that they're not expressing their truth. They wanna be able to speak it, but they don't. They act really hastily without thinking things through sometimes, right? And they probably say some things, come off very rude, and then they turn around and they watch you. That's funny. They feel like it's a missed opportunity. So some of the divine masculines do feel like that, and the wheel is in the reverse. So something had took a turn for the worse, and this is why they were stalking you. So even if they're not doing it now, probably within some time, something happened between you guys. It was very unexpected, and it led to something negative. Okay, and they didn't know how to express it. But the only thing they could do was just watch it. They probably were watching the Emperor, the divine masculine, probably watching your social media, just watching your posts, maybe possibly just to see what was being said, if anything extra was being said, pick up on energy type thing. But there was definitely some issues because the Five of Coins is here. Definitely some issues. Divine masculine felt like their femme was leaving them behind. You guys see the man in the background limping behind her. Feminine energy just walking away. And they like, wait, don't leave me. There was an imbalance. Definitely, the divine masculine wanted to restore this balance with the feminine, the Queen of Cups. This is why it's all leading up to this. All of the stuff that took place, it really caused them to have to stay up all night. Whatever took place between you guys, I feel like it was just something recent, but it caused a lot of heartache. It caused them to literally lose sleep. I got this 10 of Swords here. 9 of Swords, I'm sorry. Where it was some type of anxiety that was weighing them down. Maybe even possibly some dark thoughts, right? It made them feel a little hopeless. But what was happening was this was a test of faith here. Okay? This was a test. So that this cycle could close out. This is something that, the universe is divine. It's like, hey, will you learn to trust me? Will you learn to trust the universe yourself? Will you lead? Take control of the situation. The 10 of Swords is in the reverse. It's like, yep, the situation ended, and it probably ended badly. And the divine masculine definitely wasn't willing to let go. It's not a bad thing. The Hangman. Just being resistant. Resistant to a new way of thinking. Somebody wanted to block somebody. Either you did or you wanted to. Did or you wanted to. Why? Because it's like, hey, you're not acknowledging me. I don't feel like you're acknowledging me. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Yep. Divine Femme, you started to reflect on your own self-worth and your value. You questioned, you might even question yourself, wondering if you were valuable enough or even good enough at this point, because you felt whatever took place is like, it made you reflect on yourself. You started to, this is why you had to go into that hermit mode. Especially because it's like, I'm not getting the acknowledgement. Maybe, it triggered you. It definitely triggered you. But you turned that carrying energy inward. And this is what created this new beginning for you guys. That ending is what brought about this new beginning. That changed everything. It made the wheel turn. Don't struggle. All right. It's not about setback after setback, but divine masculine, don't struggle to keep working towards your goals, because you will definitely reach them. And don't do anything that's unorthodox or underhanded or through deception, because you want to be able to obtain your fortune, right? You gotta gain the strength. Get your willpower, because you can overcome any obstacle. Even that Queen of Wands in reverse. Whoever this demanding, low confident, jealous, selfish, temperamental person is in your life, the Moon card here is in reverse. You're going to gain some clarity. You're going to release this fear towards this situation with that Queen of Wands in reverse. Whoever that person is that allows their emotions to get the best of them, Spirit has said you're going to gain that strength because you want your Ace of Cups. You need to go towards something that's more fruitful, more faithful, that brings love. And this is what Spirit is trying to offer you. The universe is trying to offer the divine masculine that. But still staying in the death reverse position. Refusing to face the fear of change. Not offering the cup. Alright? Your past will never return. Whatever that hurt and pain that came from out of that toxic situation, it won't return. The divine masculine will come out of the devil energy and will move forward. Okay? I'm going to release whatever those addictions are, codependencies, whatever's making them feel oppressed, they will release it and move forward. But they moving forward with the wand, honey. This is passionate. That's all I'm going to tell you. The wand would think of how you want to think of it. But they got a clear vision. So they coming to you with this clear vision. But they also want some booty. That's all I'm going to say. Like I told you, when this sex magic deck, they are very attracted to you. This is the time to give rather than to take. New moon in Virgo, there I go again. So that's Virgo energy that's popped up again. A couple of other energies popped up in here. Gemini. All of my air signs, pretty much. Let's see. The Leo. I can pull through more of my cards. I got them everywhere. I just stack them, y'all. Oh yeah, I'm looking for my book. Right here in front of me. So when it comes to this card, it's time for you to take stock of your situation. Where are you and where do you want to go? Okay, so this suggests that you make the restart. You make that restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it. So if you have been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies. So add these into your routines now. However, you've been feeling. If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're overanalyzing things or being too critical. And this is what it's saying. So that's a lot of Virgo energy, right? But don't overanalyze it. I'm getting that the divine masculine is overanalyzing and the divine feminine is being too critical. It's time to ask less what someone else can do for you and think more about what you can do for others. Recommit to something more healthier. Okay, even morning routines or evening routines, do something to get your body moving, because this is what is going to help ground you. This is going to improve. It's going to be gradual improvements. So you're going to see things change through time. It's not going to be something that's going to be like, whoop, jump right in. But this is where it's going to lead to. Just in the meantime, just remember to keep following your life purpose and be of service to others. And everything you need will follow. Love, money, all of that will follow. This person, Your masculine is reliable. Okay? Wow. I'm gonna end it on that note. They are reliable. So you probably been definitely feeling like they weren't going to fend for you. But they are reliable. You can trust them. Thank you. I said I know I was getting ready to finish, but I felt like seeing where you guys are at in your twin flame journey. 1141, twin flame number. Pay attention to your dreams. Hidden information is waiting to be discovered there. Put your time and your energy into creative pursuits. That will provide an overall sense of empowerment. So continue to focus on your life purpose and do those things that bring you passion. Be creative, especially during this period, right? Commit to being the best version of yourself, right? And enjoy the positive impact it's having on your connection. The more and more that you keep leveling up, it's bringing positivity into the connection because, again, your twin mirrors you. Then they start leveling up and having this desire to obtain their goals and go after their passions, and do those things to make themselves and their lives better too as well. It's always going to be different because masculine energy always goes about it more differently than feminine energy, right? We might do it more on a spiritual level, where they might do it more on where it comes to resources or their skills, their talents, things like that. So but just continue to focus on what you need to do for yourself at this moment. It's not selfish. And even if when the connection does come together, you still need to have that same independence. All right, you still need to be able to focus on what it is that you need to do. The mission doesn't stop at union. This is what Spirit just said to me. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna get right go because that was 56 minutes. I was only trying to go like 30 minutes for this reading because I still want to get out the other signs right before tonight. It's 11:43, so we gonna see how that go. But at least my air signs got to get blessed for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for supporting me and all of the energy that you put back into my channel. It helps my channel to circulate and to get my messages out to more and more people. I'm truly blessed. And you guys have a happy, wonderful weekend. Peace.